And what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Joe Fontaine of Joe Fontaine Music, back with another one on Pro Tools Empowered 8. Basically what we're going to be doing in this section right here is we're going to be doing a little in the box. We're going to be going over some tips and techniques, or methods I should say, as far as for having a more wider and a deeper mix, and as far as how you can widen up your tracks. We're also going to be clearing out the middle of some of these frequencies so that some of these frequencies don't actually be fighting for the middle of the track. Now, if you notice over here inside the track, what I actually have here is actually I have some of the sends open, because I just wanted to show you that when you are bussing your channels, you actually can control these little fader knobs here. And basically all these are is just the send channel. It's your bus. If I click on it like this right here, you see how the bus comes over like this right here. So if you compare the two, you can see that they are pretty much basically the same. And you know, when you're controlling a knob over here, it also controls a knob basically over there. So that's as simple as that. I have this basically set up in a manner that I have certain channels going through the buses, because the buses are basically just a pipeline. It's sending these signals or frequencies, I guess you could say, or the audio down a pipeline, and it's bussing in on another track. For example, I have these plugins actually turned off right here because I wanted to show you the difference and how just using some of your plugins can actually get a fuller sounding mix. And you can see down here where I have some of these tracks labeled, because you don't have to have a plugin on every single channel that is out there. So if you notice, if you take a look up here, actually, you know, a lot of these channels, they don't have any inserts on them. But down here, I'm only using what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 plugins. And I'll show you how just using 6 plugins can make a big difference when you're doing your bus compression. So the track by itself is just basically sounding like this right here. It's your boy Joe Fontaine, you know what I mean? Let's get into it. I'm gonna show you guys how we can actually go ahead and get down and start doing some of this side chain compression. You know what I mean? As well as busting your sounds through channels for compression. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get into it. As you can see, the track really doesn't have a lot really going on it. It sounds kind of flat. No punch. Let's go ahead and check the monitor on that. You know what I'm saying? Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop that. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over here and actually show you. I'm not going to really be messing you know, with the millisecond compression. Let me just get some of this stuff here out the way for you guys here. Hold on. So then that way we don't have to have all of this actually in the mix here. Okay, now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and let's proceed. Yeah, again, down here I'm not going to be really getting into any of the you know, offsetting anything by a couple of milliseconds or anything like that, because you know, in my previous tutorials you guys pretty much know how to do that. So let's go ahead and get into actually this channel right here. This is a the sub frequency channel. And this channel right here is what I'm actually bussing my kicks into. I labeled it as sub frequency, and you can see anything over here that's labeled as sub frequencies, where those are going to be bussing to. I have some labeled as parallel compression, some as compression, side chain, and stuff of that nature. So basically, all these sounds are just running down a pipeline. So if I jump over here where I have the subs, what I'll do is so we'll just go ahead and we'll unbypass this plugin here, and you'll notice the difference that the bass now makes inside of the mix. Well, let me go ahead and bring my transport over, so I have to keep running to the space bar. So let's go ahead and now you immediately notice that the kick is actually coming through a lot better now, as well as the bass. You can hear the bass harder now, so that's definitely a big difference, a big plus in the mix. It's amazing what a little side chain compression, or rather bus compression, can make on your mix. Alright, so let's jump over here, and also want to show you guys what I'm going to do is going to I'm adding a compressor on here. Also, you actually can take a look at some of have the ratio set and output set. This one I was busting the synthesizer in on it to give it a little more pop. So let's go ahead and take a listen to the kicks now with the synths layered on top of that. Okay, now you immediately notice that those kicks are still staying clean. They're not fighting for the middle frequency because the kicks are actually on the side. The sacred spot, I guess you would call it, on the outside of the channels here. So they're not fighting for that middle frequency. The kicks are on the outside. I have the left kick pan to left, to the right. You actually can clear out the middle by just panning also. You can also do it with reverb. You can have some pretty interesting effects like that. If you need to solo safe any tracks, you can just press Control and click on a solo safe button. I'm not going to do that right now, but if you do that at home, it will, if you solo. You see, I took my mic off, so I should have solo safed the mic, and I wouldn't have had a problem. But it keeps certain sounds out and certain sounds in, and again, you also can control because when you're bussing a sound out, it's just basically making a copy and it's sending it down this pipeline. So by adjusting this is how you control the volume of that copy. So it makes it gel. It makes a lot better. If you have a plugin open such as Expand 2, you also can use this guy right here. This is the Midi Merge, and basically what that does lets your MIDI notes actually overwrite on top of each other. So you might want to keep that in mind, and then when you can go to your quantization, do your input quantize. Okay, and then from there, this is on the kicks. I added the Maserati plugin. I will bypass this, adding a little more punch and a little more thump to the kicks. So as you can notice, the kicks are still staying clean. They're in a sacred spot to the outside, while the synthesizer is coming clean to the middle. So the track is sounding a lot better. There's not much to it. It's just a simple 8-bar loop that I'm just creating right now. But it's actually sounding a lot more melodic and a lot more fuller inside the mix, just by these couple of plugins. Not even really a lot. Just these little bit of plugins is actually making the mix sound a lot better. And finally, on this last one here, I'm bussing in the rest of the sounds, which is actually I'm combining all of the highs and the snares in the shaker on this. So on it added a little reverb in it, and you'll definitely hear the difference in this. And I'm using the center because the reason I'm using the center is because I want the punch to stay on the outside of the track, the highs in the center, and the lows on the sides. So that secret spot, or rather that sacred spot, is staying clean in the mix. Now you'll definitely notice a big difference that this makes in the mix. So check it out. Notice how it adds a little reverb in there. Adds a little brightness to the room. Cleans it up a little bit. Alright. So this is your boy Joe Fontaine of Joe Fontaine Music. Be sure to check me out at www.digitalmusicyolasite.com. I have drum kits that are available. I have the Beat Mason drum kit that's available right now for $10. My YouTube subscribers get it for only $5. Again, this is your boy Joe Fontaine of Joe Fontaine Music, showing you how that you can get a cleaner mix right in the box with methods for deeper and wider mixes in Pro Tools and Power 8. All right, and that's pretty much it, man, for this tutorial. I'm going to keep it kind of brief. If we wanted to, go from there, we can add different type of dynamics. If we need to do any monitoring, we can do any monitoring. Probably for the drums, what I probably would have added to make them punch a lot more is I probably would have added maybe something like a Poig Tech or something like that. Let's see. I'm looking through look for the dynamics here. Or maybe a plug child might have been a good one to add onto the kicks. Yeah, this one, this plugin is pretty cool. It adds a lot of punch and stuff like that on your kicks and stuff like that. You can notice how I made the microphone just jump. But anyway, this is your boy Joe Fontaine, the Joe Fontaine Music. Let me go ahead and take that off. It also amplified a lot of air because we are running short on time. We got less than like 3 minutes left here. So that's pretty much it, man. That's a pretty much in the box mix using Pro Tools and Powered 8. And again, this is just using a little bit of a little bit of sounds to get a cleaner mix. Again, this is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only using 6 plugins to actually have a fuller sounding mix. So again, this is your boy Joe Fontaine of Joe Fontaine Music. Be sure to check me out on my webpage, which is www.digitalmusic.yolasite.com. Again, I do have drum kits that are available. If you need to contact me, you can contact me at digitalmusic@gmail.com. So get at me. Peace.